Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1072.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about Tesla's newly approved stock split 3-for-1, which was voted on yesterday at the shareholder meeting and approved. There was a lot of excitement on social media, on Twitter that I saw where people were really rooting that the stock split would go through. So I had really good feelings that it was going to pass with flying colors and that people were very, very excited about it. Their last stock split was in 2020. And at that time, Tesla was trading for about $1,300 a share. But the 5-for-1 stock split announcement at that time sent the stock surging to a record high of $2,000 a share. Tesla is known to be a stock with a lot of short selling attached to it. So when there's news that can move the stock on the upside, it can cause a lot of volatility on the upside as some of the shorts may need to cover those short positions and buy the stock back. It has been as heavily shorted as about 7% of its overall outstanding shares, but right now it's shorted to the tune of about 2.9% of its shares. That's about half of what it was ahead of its previous stock split. From the day that Tesla announced the last stock split on August 11th, 2020, Tesla gained 81% from the split announcement day until the day of the split. Then it dropped 34% over 5 days after the split. Now this is not a 5-for-1 again, this is a 3-for-1 stock split. And yesterday, Tesla closed at $925.90 a share. Although stock splits don't impact the business model or do anything other than bring affordability to the stock price, it does tend to make people want to buy the stock. And even shareholders will buy more stock in anticipation of a stock split. Some people will wait until after the split when it's cheaper and buy the shares then. I tend to like to buy before the split, but that's just my preference. There's no right or wrong way. It's just whatever you like. The good news is that since the June lows, Tesla has rebounded about 32%, and July was its best month since October. Now, they still are having some issues with supply chain disruptions and tensions between the US and China, and of course, we all know about Elon Musk's costly legal dispute over Twitter, but I think this news is something that shareholders really welcome and wanted, and I still think that we will see it propel the stock higher, especially since the market is already really moving aggressively higher since the June lows. Now, from what I could tell online, we don't have a specific date for the split yet. We will find out the exact date that Tesla will split the stock when they file their legal documents, their 8K, with the SEC. But I saw some people speculating it would be around 3 weeks from now. The other good news from the shareholder meeting was that S&P, the rating agency, confirmed that Tesla's rating will go back to investment grade this year. Tesla's debt had been rated in the junk bond category, which is low quality debt, and now it's going to be upgraded to investment quality debt. That is very big. This is going to take Tesla out of the junk bond rating and it's going to make it a blue chip, something that's kind of overdue for the 6th most valuable company in the world. Some of the good financial news they've had is that they have delivered profits for more than 2 years in a row, and they have over $18 billion on cash while having very little debt. But they're still rated as a junk bond by S&P Global Ratings and Moody's Investors Service. But now, rating experts and analysts believe that Tesla will be upgraded before the end of the year. That may not matter as much to investors and Tesla shareholders, but it is a big deal for large investment funds that have a policy that they cannot invest in companies that have anything less than an investment grade rating. And so that has kept some very large investors and funds from investing in Tesla. That will definitely help them attract investors going forward, especially institutional investors, after they get the higher rating. Compared to companies like Apple and Amazon, although Tesla has the value close to those companies, it has a much smaller percentage of shares held by large institutional investors. It was already upgraded once last October by S&P to BB+, which is one step below investment grade, and it was upgraded by Moody's in January. Some people think this is one of the last things that Tesla really needed to solidify itself as a blue chip company, something that was really high quality and something that every institutional portfolio will want to own. Now, some companies may shy away because of the controversy that comes with Elon Musk and some of his outspokenness on social media, but for others, it's all about the bottom line and the numbers and the potential growth that Tesla has. So I think with electric cars being encouraged and really gaining some better functionality and the ability to have the batteries last longer so it can drive farther, the more that that's improved, the better I think Tesla will do. And I think over time they're going to get that worked out and improved much more than they have today. But in the meantime, they're rolling a lot of cars off of the factory floor, and everything is looking up for Tesla in a lot of ways. So we have positive news on top of the announcement of a stock split. I think Tesla is pretty much firing on all cylinders. Pardon the pun. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available so you never miss one of them. And all of my podcasts are available on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. Many more than you can find on Apple or Spotify. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.